Hello everyone. Let's solve some puzzles today. So I actually got out of the other stream a couple hours ago. I was playing this puzzle game called Only Sliding. It was pretty difficult and I ended up streaming for like 16 hours straight. So I'm pretty tired, but I was like maybe I can sneak in another stream here and see how it goes. So it's possible that I might not be able to perform as well as my usual due to my brain being a little bit fried. Not totally, but just a little bit. But we'll see how it goes. So today we have 3D printed 2D puzzles. It's kind of weird sounding when you say it like that, but these are 2D puzzles. We have a sliding puzzle and we have 2D packers here. So this one is called Simplicity 2. I believe this is made by Oscar van Deventer. I could be wrong though. This one is called Bracket Holes. And finally we have Stonehenge. So I've seen this before, by the way, as an example of simple but extremely difficult puzzles. So this one is probably going to be the hardest one out of the three. So I'll leave this for the last. So I'll start with the bracket holes and then Stonehenge. And if I still have time after doing those, I'll then try my hands on the Simplicity 2. So that's going to be today's plan. I have like 4 to 5 hours. Hopefully we can solve all of these, but we'll see about it. I have no idea about the difficulties. They could be very difficult. I might not even be able to solve any one of them. Hopefully that's not the case. So again, we'll start by we'll start with the bracket holes and then Stonehenge and then finally Simplicity 2. So that is going to be the plan. So let's go ahead and put the other puzzles aside and let's just focus on this one thing. So we have bracket holes. We have what do we have here? We have like we have 6 identical pieces. Well, not identical. We do have this pentomino here, but other than this, the rest are identical. And in the dimension, I can see that it is 5 by 5, and these all have total of 25 pixels. So this will have to be a perfect fit. There will be no spaces left behind. We have this restricted window going on. Obviously, it goes without saying, but we cannot use diagonal insertion. That is not allowed. So all the pieces must be put in the windows fully. How do I call it? With all of their pixels fully available to go through. That is one rule when it comes to restricted openings. I might need to zoom in a little bit. Give me a sec, just a tiny bit. Yeah. How about like this? Yeah. All right. Okay. This is bracket holes. Let's get the timer ready. Let's get started. So obviously, we'll have to start off by building the 5 by 5 shape before doing anything else. That's always going to be the first step. So let's go ahead and do that. So what I am assuming here is that this pentomino will have to be in the center. I could be wrong though. I've been wrong many times when it comes to that kind of assumption. Okay, the more I try, the more it seems that the pentomino is probably not supposed to be in the center. All right, where else then? Maybe like down here then. Maybe like this. Okay, this makes sense. All right, cool. So here we have our shape. So that is the first step. The next step is try to assume that this whole shape is already inside this tray, and try and see if you can take out all of the pieces. And if you can take out all of the pieces, then the puzzle is deemed solved, because all you need to do then is just reverse that sequence of the steps, and instead of taking pieces out, you just insert the pieces back in, and all of the pieces will be fit inside the tray. So that is the plan. So let's just assume that this shape is inside this tray, and let's see if I can take any one piece of this out. So this is going to be the window, right? Well, it's pretty clear that there's just no wiggle room at all. So this is probably not it. But the thing is, because of the shape of the restricted opening, the center will have to be occupied by this L piece. Or the pentomino, but I just confirmed that the pentomino doesn't work, so it will have to be the L piece, right? So with that in mind, let's try to build some different shapes. It's strange. I don't see anything. Wait, what? How does this even fit in? Maybe the middle part is supposed to be the pentomino after all. Let me double check, okay? Okay, this is very strange. I can't come up with any shapes. I mean, I can come up with shapes, but those shapes do not have any pieces that can go through this opening in the middle. This is very weird. a little bit closer, but this is still not going to be it. Huh. Okay, am I making any wrong assumptions in terms of what kind of movements that I'm allowed to make? Maybe I'm allowed to make diagonal insertions because I don't I don't see any other ways. What? Like as you can see, if I place the pentameter in the middle, the rest cannot be filled with these L pieces only. It will have to be something else. This is very strange. Am I supposed to make use of these holes somehow? I really don't think you're supposed to insert pieces from this end. Surely this one is just for your convenience, right? Just letting you use your fingers. Huh. Okay, I don't have anything. I don't have anything really. There's nothing I can think of. Yeah, for example, I can make this shape. But as you can see, none of the pieces can go through this middle window. This is why I'm confused right here. There's really nothing. I'm getting very confident that there are no shapes that can manage this window right here. There's got to be something wrong. There's got to be some assumptions that I'm making that I shouldn't be making. I need some clarifications. Very strange. It could be that I'm just being blind here. That's also very possible, but I really don't think I am missing out on any details. If I oriented the host this way, what I can do is I can make this diagonal insertion, but this is usually not allowed. This kind of movement is usually not allowed, but I really don't see any other way. Also, I need clarifications as for which way the holes are supposed to be. So it's either this or this. I need to look it up to make sure. Give me a sec. Okay, so this is the right orientation. It turns out. Okay, and it seems as though that I am supposed to make diagonal insertions after all. If that is not the case, do let me know though. Alright, with that in mind, let's try to make shapes again. So taking out the first piece, it will require diagonal pull out. It's the opposite of diagonal insertion. It's diagonal pull out. So how is it going to work out? Well, conveniently we can just take out the lead and try out by ourselves. Okay, so we have this. Now let's see if I can take out any one piece out of it. Okay, so this lid is not closing in tightly. It's coming up too easily. I must say. So I can sort of pull this thing out like this. This is no longer becoming a 2D packer. This is getting pretty 3D at this point. And this thing keeps escaping the frame, but I don't know if that's supposed to be intentional or whether it's due to the lid not being closed shut properly. So I make this movement, and then what next? Okay, what if I did this? Okay, these shapes are kind of a pain to deal with. Well, this elpis can simply slide out of the tray, so that's kind of funny. And then can I slide any other pieces out? This violates all of the rules that I've learned from the 2D packers. This is so strange. I'm not even sure if I'm doing this properly. Plus, it's pretty hard to see through, even with this see-through lid. It's hard to tell what's going on inside. Why can't I just make this happen? This is so strange. So I guess the first step is just slide this L piece out with a diagonal movement. I need someone to tell me whether that movement is legal. And can I make any other movements here? Maybe I need to like come up with a different shape altogether. What a strange puzzle. So from this point on, am I able to make any more movements from here? Maybe this is where I should start making rotation movements. This is getting very messy, by the way. Okay. I I don't know what's going on. Maybe I need to come up with a different shape. There's just so many rotations and 3D movements on a 2D packer. It's kind of getting ridiculous. And I don't even know whether some of those movements are allowed. Okay. This insertion looks like it can be done. All right. I could use that. All right. So I take this out. I lift the pentomino and slide this L piece and then take it out, I guess. And then after that, it's pretty much free, right? So after this, I just like well, let's see what I can do from this point on. Yeah, I can simply rotate like that and then take the piece out. Yeah, after that point on, it's pretty much done. Now take out the rest. Okay. I mean, again, I keep saying this, but this is with a big if. If these movements that I'm making are allowed, then I solved it. Otherwise, I didn't solve it. But I don't know for the time being. So first step, I take this piece out by 3D movement, and then next I lift the pentomino and then take this piece out again with 3D movement, this time from the upside. So I pull this out this way, and then after this I can yes, I can just rotate it like this and then pull it out too. And after this, it's pretty much trivial. So how do we reconstruct this from the empty tray? All right, so looks like we start from this configuration, and then I insert this from the bottom and then move it down here, and then insert this from the bottom again and then rotate it and put it right here, and next I insert from the top and then lift the pentomino and place it right here, and then move it right here. And then finally I insert this from the bottom. So that's going to be the plan. Let's see if this works. So first I insert the L piece, and then I insert the pentomino. Oops. So place them like this. Now I insert the third piece from the bottom like this. Now I lift the pentomino slightly, slide the L piece down like this. So far so good. Next I slide this piece from the bottom like this and slightly lift the pentomino, and then I rotate this piece like this. Okay, everything is working out so far. I rotated it too much. Hold on, I need to revert the rotation. Okay, you know what? Let me try again. So from this point on, I insert the third piece from the bottom like this. I lift the pentomino slightly. I rotate the T piece counterclockwise 90 degrees, like so. Slide it to the right, and then to the bottom. Okay. Next, I insert another L piece, this time from the top, like this. And place it right here. Now I can restore the pentomino like this. And finally, I just insert the last piece from the bottom, and then we are there. That's it. That was bracket holes done in 46 minutes and 4 seconds. That was very confusing. But what got me annoyed was how the lead was not closed shut securely enough. I have to be holding them with my hands all the time, because otherwise it just comes off. So I was kind of disappointed in that. Also, the movements were very unorthodox. I mean, there's nothing inherently wrong about it, but I had to keep questioning myself whether or not the movements that I'm making are legal. But they're probably legal, because otherwise why would it name itself bracket holes, right? By naming it like bracket holes, it must mean that these holes must play a significant role in solving. So yeah, whatever. It's yeah, it was alright. Not my favorite, but sure. Anyway, let's move on. So this one is Stonehenge. So we have, how many pieces do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 identical Stonehenge shaped pieces. And I need to fit this inside here. And for this one, surely I am not allowed to make diagonal movements, I think. So let's get the timer ready. Let's get started. So what is the dimension here? It's kind of strange. So this one is like 1.5 pixels wide. So it's like 5 plus 1.5 plus 1.5. That's an 8. 8 by 7. So that's a 56 pixels. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's a 49 pixels. There is going to be some number of voids inside once I'm done. But let's see if I can make any viable shapes here. I have a feeling this will have to do with some diagonal placements. I don't know, it's just my hunch. Okay, this kind of looks like what I can make. So let's assume that we have this shape. Now let's try and see if I can take all of the pieces out. So this piece can be taken out. And then what? I can slide them around, I guess. And that as well. Feels as if I can. Okay, hold on. So we have it right here. Can I move anything else out? Okay, so I can rotate it like this, and once I do this, then the top piece can be pulled out, and after this it's pretty much solved, right? Yeah, okay. It was something like this, right? Yeah, okay. So I start by taking out the leftmost piece and then slide everything to the left side and take out the rightmost piece, and then do this rotation movement. Take out the top piece. Now take out the bottom piece. Okay, so this is our starting position. How do I get to this starting position? I can probably manage. So these pixels pointing left, right, and right, and I start by inserting the bottom one first, and then the top one, and then right, left, and then we are done. Okay, so inserting the bottom is trivial, so just do it like this. For inserting top one, I need to tilt. I need to tilt this rightmost piece like this, and then insert the top piece. Restore the tilted piece, and now insert the leftmost piece. Now, yeah, it's something like this, right? Something like this. Yeah, okay. Alright, I think I have it pretty much. Alright, so here's what I do. So first, let's close the lid, and I need to place the three pieces in this orientation. So let's try and do that. So just place one here, place one here, and try to like rotate its way or something. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, okay. Just rotate them around. And do the same with this one. Just use the bottom tray and just just do this. Okay. Okay, all good. So far so good. We have the initial 3 pieces in. Now I need to place the bottom piece like so. And now is the turn for the top piece. I need to tilt the rightmost piece like this, and then insert the top piece. Yeah. Top piece is in. Now we restore the tilted piece. Now we insert the right piece. We are almost there. Wait, this is not quite it. Hold on. I need to slide this piece down. And move everything to the left. Okay. Now I insert the leftmost piece. And now finally we have room for the left piece. Like so. And that solves it. There you go. That wasn't too bad. That was Stonehenge, done in 18 minutes and 20 seconds. So the trickiest part, it's supposed to be that rotational movement, but yeah, I figured it out fairly quickly, so it wasn't too bad. Yeah, at least I liked it much better than the bracket holes. Alrighty, 2 out of 2 done. Let's move on to the final puzzle of the day. So this one is called Simplicity 2. This is not a 2D packer. This is a 2D sliding puzzle. Let me zoom it out a little bit because this puzzle is a little larger than the others. Yeah, just a bit like this. So the goal here is I'm supposed to slide the pieces around so that I can exchange the positions of the red and the blue pieces. So this is our starting position, and in the ending position it needs to be like this. The other pieces do not matter. The other pieces we don't really care about, but what we care about is these 2 pieces get swapped around. So that is the goal. And I heard about this puzzle before, and it's supposed to be extremely hard, but hopefully I can manage it during this stream. All right. So let's get the timer ready. Let's get started. Well, the only movement that I can make is like this. Okay. So we need to put the red piece on top and blue piece on the bottom. That is the goal. Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm not allowed to make rotational movements. Rotations are not allowed. Okay, I'm I'm already getting stuck. Hold on. No, no, never mind. I did make some movements here. Okay, so what did I do? I see. So okay, so that's what I did. I see. So I move this out of the way. Yeah, I see. Okay, all right. Progress. Let's continue. I don't know how many moves I'm supposed to make here. Hey Symphony, welcome to the stream. I keep repeating the same stage over and over again. Let me start over. All right, so starting from here. how did I get here again? Sorry. Let me start over again. I need to actually take a note on what kind of state I can make and how I can move them around. So in this position, I can do this. So once I make this this configuration, I can make these moves to go back to the initial state. So if I can manage to swap the pieces in this configuration, then I can just revert the movement and get to the goal state. Okay, I am actually able to swap the pieces around in this configuration. So all I need to do is just swap them around and revert back to the original position, and then I'll be in the goal state. But I keep forgetting how I got here. So hold on. So in this position, I move the top block here, and then move this all the way up. Okay, I see. I think I have it. All right, just do the movement again, swap the pieces, and reverse the movement, and then we'll be done. Alright. Now all I need to do is swap these pieces and revert the movement. Okay, now I'm forgetting how I even managed to swap the colors. My brain. Okay, here we go. We are almost there. Here I swap the colors. Now all I need to do just revert the movements back. Yeah, here we go. Got it. That was Simplicity 2 done in 17 minutes and 3 seconds. Could have probably done much faster than that, but I kept confusing myself out of it. I found the solution movements multiple times, but I kept forgetting how to get to it. Alright, so there you have it. We had Simplicity 2, Stonehenge, and finally bracket holes. All 3 puzzles done, no DNFs. Well, this stream is kind of a on the shorter side, but you know, I hope you understand because I'm pretty tired from the 16-hour stream I did just a couple hours before. So considering that, just the fact that I had no DNFs by itself is good enough, I think. So, but there you have it. That was 2D puzzles solving stream. I hope you enjoyed watching. Yeah, thank you everyone for visiting. Have a good rest of the day. I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. I will be streaming PMS tomorrow. So if you're interested in rhythm games, you can join. Alrighty, that's about it. I need to go to bed now. Alright, take care. Bye bye.